What story?
Yeah, tell me.
11. Really?
Yeah.
Who hasn't heard the story?
All right.
I haven't heard the story.
You're the only two people on the planet.
Okay, who's heard the story?
Come on,
Brian.
Bust it out. We love it.
The ring story.
The ring
Yeah, bring
story.
it out. Yeah,
Really?
You're a storyteller. Tell us the story.
Okay, I'll
Start
tell you
with
a story.
Fibonacci.
I'm going to condense.
Yeah.
Outline, people. Outline.
Bring it all together.
Okay. Well, okay, I'm going to start maybe from the...
I'm going to start from 1966.
Yeah. There's a story. Okay, I'll begin with it. There's a story. I went off. I was telling a story to our family, and I did the long-winded version. I started.
Oh, this is the short one?
This is the short one. I'm going to work tomorrow. Okay. So I'm going to make this as short as possible. Melena and I, we have this connection, and we met a couple and a half years ago. One of the first things, high IQ chick, really creative, funny, makes me laugh. She's what I do on my spare time, all that whole thing. One of the first things that she told me, and I was like, wow, I can't believe you were the first one that thought of this. She goes, you know what, dude, check this out. You ever notice that your name begins with an A and ends with an O, and mine begins with an O and ends with an A, right? So Albao O'Hara. She goes, you know what you should do? What we should probably do is like you're a graphic designer, like design some sort of logo, like in a loop, like infinity or like ALBAOHARALBAOHR, like on and on and on. And I loved it. I was like, oh, that's totally cool. Like maybe we could do business cards. So what I did, and maybe if you guys later can see it, I actually applied it to an engagement band that we did, and it's just a plain gold band. What I did, I did these angled sort of runic sort of lettering around the circumference, ALBAOHARALBAO. Seamless, so it goes on forever, which encompasses the whole idea of a ring and eternity and all that thing. Okay, great. So,
got it.
I'm going somewhere with it. So we did that, and we had a matching one made for me, and which is great. It's kind of our connection and all that. So we had a great time, and we.
Are you in the ocean yet?
No,
No,
we're not there yet.
A month.
I
trust you.
All right, Titan.
I'm just taking.
All right, so
This is the short and
it was a month ago today we got married. Hey, happy 1 month anniversary.
One down.
That's so cool.
So on 11/11, we had this whole thing 11/11/11. You guys who know me, I'm the binary guy. I'm the Fibonacci, numbers, significance, sentimental stuff, romantic, whatever, meaning, symbolism. We did the 11/11/11 thing. And you know how it is when you buy a car and all of a sudden you start seeing it everywhere, right? So for us, when we got to Kauai, it was like there was 11s everywhere. It was like they're on the receipts, like 11 cents. We're driving. Yeah, I'm sorry. No. Oh, okay. There's 11.
Sorry about that gecko.
Yeah.
Made that fly.
No, yeah. It took 11 seconds. Right?
That was cool.
Okay, so there was the clock was 11. We looked in the sun and there was like these lights that were going like vertical 11 going. I was like 11's everywhere. Okay, I'm going somewhere with this. She and I we got the snorkel gear. You go to Kauai, you get the snorkel gear. Okay, she's got her. We're out there. We had her mask and the fins and the whole deal.
Yeah.
And I was gonna take my ring off. Remember the ring I told you about?
Yeah, match
first. I was gonna take my ring off. Always, whatever. Never wear jewelry. And she's like, no, wear it 24/7. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Ah.
So
it was the ocean's fault. It attracts the shark. You were like the primer.
Yeah.
All right. So check this out, guys. No, I swear to God.
No.
So here's visuals. So here's the thing. We go out snorkeling, and it's 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and she's got her little foam noodles, and I'm seeing her. She's drifting away, and I'm doing my thing. And
I have to.
Those things.
No.
No, now we're going on.
Oh God.
Okay.
Focus.
So focus.
Where can you buy those?
Okay, so so she's doing her thing. I'm making sure she's okay, great. So I'm like, I take my eyes off the horizon for maybe, guys, about like 8 minutes, okay?
11 minutes.
I'm looking down.
11 minutes.
11 minutes and 11 seconds.
Well done.
Okay. So I'm looking down and I was like, hey man, it's like, wow, it's getting kind of deep out here, you know what I mean? And all of a sudden I see the ocean floor beneath me just kind of do this, like. I'm like, whoa, like rocks are like, oh man. And I start tasting salt in the snorkel, right? I'm like, oh no. And I kind of lift up and I look, and I'm getting kind of like
Pounded.
white water. Yeah. And I'm realizing, okay.
He's supposed to be watching out for
I'm
me.
meanwhile, yeah, right. Okay, what I didn't realize.
It's a good thing you're not a howler, you would have perished.
Is it your first time in Hawaii?
No, I was more than that. We were both conceived there. Okay, there is a rock jetty that goes out maybe 100 or 200 yards out. On low tide, you can, like, guys are walking out there with the reef runners and the whole deal. It was high tide, and there was a rock jetty that was actually underwater by about, 6 inches, right? What was happening?
11 inches.
11.11 inches. Okay, so what I realized was happening was I was getting like a buoy. I was getting like a tin can man just getting blown across this reef. And the next thing I know, I feel my body getting pitched. I see this rock go right by me. I'm like, oh, this is like not good. And I just, I'm underwater. I'm in the mask, the fog, the whole deal. And I see this vertical wall, like a lava rock, coming right at me. I'm getting thrown into it. So it's like if somebody like pushed you into a wall, okay? So like with a fire hose, and you're up against the wall, right? I'm holding onto the wall as this force is pushing me into the wall.
Jace, did this really happen?
I swear to God, I swear.
Not even Jace is brilliant.
No. So then it stops like the ocean current does, and all of a sudden I felt myself getting pulled back like a buoy. Yeah. And what happened, guys? I had my ring on. And
saved your life.
I'm holding on, and I'm looking at my hands. I swear to God, I'm looking at my hands. And as I'm getting pulled out,
are you praying right now?
The coral.
Please God, make it laugh. Please God.
The coral digs into my finger, and I see my ring coming off.
Flop.
And I'm like nauseated and in shock at the same time, and I hear it, you guys. I hear
Bing.
it. Yeah. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like going into shock, like. Completely, like I can't believe what's happening. I grab onto the coral as hard as I can because I figure I don't want to drift because I'll never find it, right? Hopefully it'll like settle down and I'll just go down and get it. But no, boom, like 20 more seconds of just getting thrown around like a rag doll. I'm like, oh man, and I start to sting. I'm starting to sting. And I start to see blood, and I'm like, oh man, this is, oh God, this is, I'm gonna have to come back and get it later, right?
Kaya has a question.
Oh yeah.
Kaya. Yes.
Well, since I was just about to tell if you got stung by the coral.
Yes.
That's a really good question.
11 times.
For those on the podcast, the question.
Well, it's a good question. Wait. So anyway, let's see.
No. So anyway, I come back. I kick off, and I'm going as deep as I can to get. I finally get back to the shore, and she's there, like, dude, the surf instructor told me to come out because there's like high tide.
Yeah.
You okay? And she's like, check out your shorts. And I got. Yeah. And I'm like, I lost my ring. I'm speechless, cotton mouth. And she goes, check out your shorts. I got blood on my shorts, right?
Right.
So I don't have my ring. I'm like, I had to go back on my ring. But you can't see it now. It's healed up now. But I had an 11 slashed into my wrist. Okay, 11. Okay, there's an 11 there.
You can.
Check this out.
No.
11 inches.
And now, 11.
There it is.
Turn all the way so like rotate.
That is the ring.
That way.
11. No, over here.
Bob, it's a real 11. You need to get it.
It was like Paranormal Activity, man. Like 1.1. You know when the girl's getting dragged in the closet, like, you know what I mean? Like that. This was.
It says 1.1 because of your mole.
Suck it in.
There.
Quit moving.
got 11,
Okay.
Elena. It's 1.1.
And then I had a slash here on my knee and another slash here. So 11, 11, 11.
That was creepy.
And as Brian said, if you didn't want to wear a wedding ring, you could just have that.
Okay, so where was I going with? Oh, okay, so that's what happened.
You're already there.
I was nauseated. I was completely like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, I went back out like 5 or 6 times, not to find my ring, but to take it back. I felt like I was ripped off, man. I felt like it was like pickpocketing. I felt like somebody went. It was stolen. It wasn't loose, man. It was.
That was
So I've been trying to find a way to make sense of it. And she's like, you know, we could be married to Hawaii now.
We're married to Hawaii.
Yeah.
And that's the end of the story.
Yeah.
One end. That's one end.
That's one end. So we'll go back. It's still there, and maybe weirder things have happened, but who knows? We can find it. We'll find it in 11 years.
Oh, are you married to a writer?
For those of you who saw Harold Love's Maud,
Harold
and Maud, he makes the little coin that says Harold Love's Maud.
Yeah.
And at one point, Maud throws it into the water and says, I'll always know where to find it.
Right.
And I think that was the universe's way
of
doing that.
I love it.
With your
Thank you.
ring and your relationship.
Thank you, thank you. Harold Mott, big fan.
I am a bishop, and I have been married to this lovely woman for 21 and a half years.
That's almost twice 11.
And we have been together for almost 28 years. So I know whereof I speak. I know about people.
And the thing that's really cool for those of you who don't know, saying every time he walks across the room, he goes diagonally. The bishop.